Italy 3, Switzerland 0. This Italian side is good. It is very, very good. Oh, I love watching that game of football. I love watching the Italians play. They are stupendous. They are absolutely brilliant. I could sit here all night and compliment them. Let's get into the game. Let's talk about it. So, Locatelli. Locatelli. A midfielder that can do it all. Can go forward. Can defend. Can play in transition. They are good. They are a good side. The history of Italian football has always been quite defensive. It's always been warriors, centurions, big, powerful presences at the back with a decent goalkeeper, and they win. You think about great Italian players in years gone by, you're instantly thinking Maldini, Cannavaro, Baresi. You're thinking that calibre of player. You're then thinking, oh, Totti, Baggio. These are the kind of players that become stars because all they had to do was go forward. All they had to do was go forward. This Italian team now, there is certain players. There's Insigne, there's Immobile. We'll get onto those in a minute. They will drop deeper if needs be to help out, but they're not defensive people. They're not defensive people. They can just concentrate on scoring goals. But what Italy have done now under Roberto Mancini is they have created certain players that can do both. And this is where we start to talk about Locatelli. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Both goals he got tonight are great finishes. I say great finishes, sorry. The first one is a good goal. It's a great goal. It's a fantastic move, and it deserved the little tap-in finish at the end of it. The second one, what a strike that is into the bottom corner. It's lovely. It's absolutely superb, right? The thing about him is, in this game, he never looked out of control. He never looked like he was out of his comfort zone. He never looked like he was ever going to do anything that was ridiculously stupid. Never. And Switzerland, let's give credit where it's due to Switzerland, or not credit where it's due to Switzerland. They weren't that good, but it was just made so simple for them, in Italy I should say, by very poor play from Switzerland, which just allowed them to go and absolutely run riot. Now, I've said it before, this is the first time we've seen a whole group play twice. Obviously Group A makes sense. Italy have now qualified for the knockout stage as well, should say. They probably will win the group, they should win the group. I think they're 29 games unbeaten now. Let's be honest, they ain't just going to go and roll over to Wales, are they? They're going to go and win the group. Good luck, Wales, by the way. This Italy team can do it all because they've still got the Centurions at the back. Chiellini got forced off. They brought on someone else whose name I've forgotten. They've still got Bonucci. They've got Donnarumma in goal. Great goalkeeper. So when they do get called into action, they deal with it. But they can do it in different ways. The tall forward, whose name is, I think, Berardi, the right winger, superb. Great in transition, can go and get back in defensively as well, help out with that side of the ball. Immobile, Ciro Immobile and Insigne, they just stay forward. They might drop back every now and again to help out. They ain't helping out. They know exactly what they're doing. They are ready for the transition. That's what I want to see. That's what I love. But Jorginho, I'm a Chelsea fan. Jorginho is not the best defensive player in the world. Not at all. He sticks a foot in, he gets involved every now and again, but he's not known for his defensive abilities. But you've got a back three, or a back four, basically. They've dropped one person in. It can be Jorginho, or he kind of slots in the middle. They've got this back three. They've got nice full backs, wing backs, push nice and high up the pitch whenever they want to attack. And the second that they're not comfortable, second they're not comfortable, they all drop back in, and it's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And what I love about, I've actually just put money on Italy. I love them so much. What is really interesting to see about the commitment to defending, as well as now this new commitment to go and score goals. Because in tournaments, you need to score goals. That's very basic 101. But real good teams don't concede. And what I look at, probably the two favourites for this tournament right now are probably France and, for me, Italy. France needs space to go and do what they do. And Mbappe needs space. They have got people like Pogba that can shoot from distance, but the way that they swarm the ball, Italy, they may not give him that time to shoot. So they're going to rely on Mbappe, who needs space to run into. Griezmann, who's better with space. He can also dig it out, but he's better with space. If the crosses don't come into Benzema or slide along the floor, he ain't going to be as good as they think that he's going to be. And I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong here in the comments section, I'm pretty sure the likelihood of those two playing each other, France and Italy, is very high at some point in the tournament. I think it might be the quarterfinal or the semi-final. They actually are drawn if they both win the group to play against each other. Either way, they are absolutely stupendous. They really, really are. They're going to beat a lot of teams by not conceding goals. But the commitment they've now got to score goals from multiple different people is insane. Ciro Immobile gets his goal at the end to really put salt in the wound. That is the exact kind of player that Italy have been crying out for years. Someone who is just a no crap, no ball centre forward. He's lovely. He's quality. He's not the best player in the world, but he just does what his job is, which is to score goals. And even right at the end of the game today, where it was all bit kind of out of favour for Italy, he still manages to bag a goal. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Insigne, who's one of my favourite players, didn't have a hell of a lot to do today. He didn't necessarily get into the game as much as I think he would have wanted to. But my God, when he wants to go, he will go. He is a proper, what's the word? It's architect. Proper architect. He wants to be. He's so quick. He's just full of agility. And he can also pick up these fantastic passes. I love it. That Spazzola, I think his name is, the left wing back that goes forward. Amazing again. But they've got all these people that have got such a commitment to go forward, but also love defending, adore defending. Where in previous years, it's just been we adore defending. We don't want to go forward. It's actually a real joy to see. It really, really is. But look, for me, I think this Italy team is going to be one of the best that there is in the competition. I think a lot of people are going to struggle to beat them. And I think, personally, Switzerland obviously not very good today. Turkey were dreadful. They ground out that result against Turkey because obviously Turkey did frustrate them. In this game, they were better from start to finish. And they've proved they can win in both ways. And that is the kind of team that goes and wins a tournament. Now, it might prove that another team does that, but France the other night, they went 1-0 up and dug in. They went 1-0 up and dug in, 1-0 up and dug in. And we haven't seen this Italy side go behind yet, which would be something really interesting to see. However, they have got Belotti. They have got that other way of playing if they do need to whip balls in the box. And they've also got that Berardi who is tall. They have got that different way of playing. Locatelli, of course, has scored goals as well. Scored 2 tonight, as well as Chiellini, Bonucci. If they need to go throw everything at it, they've got that ability to do it. So I have a hunch, a feeling they're going to do it better than what France will do it. But regardless, this team is a team, is a unit that can win in multiple ways, and that's what you need to be able to do to win major tournaments. Now, France in the 2018 World Cup had this lovely little luxury of only having to worry about go forward, but they will get found out at some point. I'm not saying it's going to be this tournament, but at some point they are going to get stuck. It's exactly what happened to PSG against Manchester City. They have all this attacking talent, but they got stuck when the space wasn't there. Now, France, I think, are going to be a little bit better than PSG, but I still think it's going to be a factor. With this Italy team, at the moment anyway, I don't see it having a massive fault. But absolutely stupendous, if you ask me. Yeah, I'm so impressed. So impressed. And fair play to Roberto Mancini for really unlocking this new wave Italy team that I think is going to be one to watch for years to come, not only in this tournament.